welcome to Unfiltered with Roxy.
Yes, we're going to do our Otherhood, our joint podcast, and get it started. You're flipping your hair. I got no hair to flip. Okay, now we're dancing. Okay. So you want to introduce yourself first?
Certainly.
The baton's yours.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello there. I'm Charlyne McWilliams.
Hello, Miss Charlene.
So Roxana is such a wonderful person. Thank you for having me on your show and us wanting to do this jointly. I am a 56-year-old mother of a 10-year-old.
Oh,
Do the
wow.
math.
So I did not put that many years on you.
Yeah, because black don't crack.
And you don't have like an old spirit. You're very like spicy.
Bubbly?
You're not stale yet. You haven't gotten stale.
I don't think that's ever gonna happen.
Because you don't have like that attitude of like, I don't know how to put a finger on it. Like
you're so entrenched in who you are and where you
Yeah.
are in your life that you can't give opportunity to learn or have the energy from anything else.
Yes.
I think
So you wear that very well.
Thank you, darling. Thank you. I think a lot of people do that no matter what their age is, but I'm
That's
always
true.
open to getting to know people and
Yeah.
enjoying folks and receiving good energy,
Yeah.
and knowing where to put off that, that block that bad energy kind of thing. So yes, I thank you. So thank you. But there are occasionally mornings when I do feel all of the 56 heat.
Yeah.
Getting out the bed, all the they say all the,
All
the
the
things that
things.
snap, crackle, and pop. Yeah.
So I will say this. Myself at 48 has those days. Like one day I woke up and I'm not lying. I just went like this. Dude, got out the bed. And I was like, oh my God, my back. Like, and literally I was in pain, could not go to the gym for like a week.
Ooh,
And it wasn't like I bumped anything. I didn't pick up anything heavy. My nephew was like, can you take me to the park? I'm like, no, I hurt my back. How? Because I'm old. Like, I don't know.
getting out the bed.
I got out the bed wrong.
And you
And
see
don't
that
let
you're
it be
like,
one day where it's like my back, my knee, my
yeah,
shoulder, my neck,
yeah,
possibly.
slept wrong. Took a deep breath.
Have you ever seen that meme where the guy's like, oh, he just gets out the bed and he's like,
Yeah.
ow.
Right. Stands up. No joke. I had a client who said he stood upright one day, getting out of bed and fell over. His whole body was like, not today. Not today.
To the worst. And I hate to like tell young people that, but it's like it happens. And like what I'm going through is real because my husband will just be like, well, what did you do? I'm like, I just got up. Like, I don't know what else to tell you.
Right. Right. And the wild thing is people tend to think it's because you're a certain body type. You
Right.
can be no. No, it has
It does
nothing.
not matter.
No. It
I've
has
seen
nothing but
people
the person.
smaller than me, bigger than it does not matter. It's just random.
Gym active, everything.
Yeah.
Everything. And the body will say, oh no, baby, no.
Not
Uh,
today.
not today. Not today. I'm gonna rest a little bit. I'm gonna let yeah,
Yeah.
boy. So yeah. So for the, just be mindful. Be mindful. It's okay.
And I think you respect your body more when you get older because before I probably would have kept going, keep popping ibuprofen, but now it's like, no, can't do it. I need to slow down. I'm not going to the gym today.
Right. The body needs rest. It needs an opportunity to regenerate. And also, it might have been you didn't get enough sleep. Sleep
Yeah.
is underrated
Yeah.
because we need to give our bodies enough time to regenerate. Listen to me being Dr. McWilliams.
And I don't sleep because thank you, perimenopause. I like sometimes I'm just up, but I did what you said. I've been taking B12 because it's been like 3 weeks since we met. We just met and just
Get it off. My sister from another mister. Yeah.
I've been taking my B12, magnesium.
Magnesium, yeah.
So
phosphate,
it's
something like that.
like been helping.
Yeah. The B12 in the morning gets you going. B12 just helps you. And then the magnesium kind of relaxes your nervous system so you can take a deep breath and it's like, okay,
Yeah.
all right, everything is all right. I know I have 5 loads of laundry over there, but it's gonna be all right. It's
Yeah.
gonna be all right.
And hopefully it'll get done.
Yeah, eventually.
I'm not there yet. And they say like when you get in your 50s, you just have that I don't know how to say this properly.
But that's okay. Go and say it.
Okay. You don't have any fucks to give. Like you don't
No.
care anymore.
And I think
I didn't know if
cer
you would mind me saying that.
well, I care, but I care less about certain things that and I
Yeah.
learned this, like, in a therapy session from my 30s, I think.
Oh wow.
How important is this thing? If you left 2 dishes in there because that was me, type A to the nth degree. I had to have the house a certain way before I went to bed, certain, all these things that were rigid with my personality,
Yeah.
and I was just, like, spinning if they weren't in proper order. And the therapist was like, "Well, is the house gonna burn down if you have 2 dishes in the d" I have never forgotten that.
Yeah.
And so, I don't leave them in there for weeks at a time.
Yeah.
But I'm okay if there are a couple of dishes in there that I like to hand wash and I put in the dishwasher,
Yeah.
and I'm okay. The
I've started doing that.
putting them in the dishwasher
Yeah, because my son was like, "I thought you said this cup doesn't go in there." I was like, "I don't
does
care."
today.
Yeah, I don't care.
We'll see how the end. We'll see what the end gonna be.
Right, because I just was, like, just trying to do all the things was doing me at that whatever week it was. It wasn't that long ago either, and I
Mhm.
just was like,
Right.
mm,
Yeah. Right. And if you, we can talk about this a little bit more. But if you got people in the house who can help, hey,
yeah,
listen. You see, these are the things I need for you to do
yeah,
to help mommy out, so that I can still be a functioning adult and
yeah,
kind to you on a regular basis. So how about
right,
you help mommy out?
yeah, that
That
part.
part.
But what I love about what you said, because we're in Mental Health Awareness Month, and I think getting a therapist can be like that light or that switch that just comes on. Kind of going into what we're about to talk about, which is motherhood and the otherhood, but
Mm,
dealing with my mom's death. And I remember she was like sick and going through stuff. And I remember the therapist telling me, well, like, could you have done better at that point in time? And it wasn't even like she was like she was like, well, could you have done better? And I was like, no, because, I had teenagers and then I had this and blah, blah, blah. And she was just like, yeah, so we're going to have to let that go because and it just was something that, like you said, I mean, it's been years now, but she had set me free from me beating myself up so badly, like, it was
mhm.
just, like, terrible. So get therapy, y'all. It just really helps.
Therapy is and guess what therapy is? Talking to somebody who doesn't have any history of you unless the one other than the one that you give them. They
Yeah.
have no preconceived notions about who you are as a person. They help you work through things that you in your mind always twiddling about, but in your
Yeah.
mind you have all your own preconceived notions and your own little history and your own things that you're putting up. That's what you're measuring those things that you're going through to. So you want somebody with a clean slate who can listen to you and give you
Yeah.
clarity when it's already kind of there, but you gotta get through the noise. You gotta get through the noise in your own head. So, yeah,
Yep.
get somebody to talk to.
That has good sense too, because I feel like, yes, you can keep talking to people. I'll never forget, I watched Sex and the City, and it was one time where, I forget the lady's name, Sarah Jessica Parker was going through a breakup, and, like, she kept talking about it, and her friends were just like and so at the end, she was like, "I don't" they were, like, telling her, "Girl, you need help," and she was like, "I don't need a therapist, I have you guys," and they were like, "We're batshit crazy too. We can't help you." It's like, I never forgot that. I thought that was so good that they were like, "No, we're nuts too. Like, you need to get someone that has some good sense."
At least some training, something. And even if your friends ain't crazy, but most of
Yeah,
our friends, if you kinda your friends are too. So, hey, it's okay. But even that, you don't wanna wear them out with the
yeah,
same old thing running around. It's like a
yeah,
hamster wheel. What can they do for you? They can't do anything for you.
yeah,
You need clarity from somebody who doesn't have, like I said, that background stuff on you and not measuring you based on what they know about you or
Yeah.
the situation based on what they know. So you need some clarity. So yes, get therapy. Therapy's okay, Black people.
Therapy is good. We don't need to be scared of it. Get some medicine if you need some. Yeah.
And you can still love Jesus and get therapy, okay? Get a Christian therapist. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Come on now. Come on.
And I think it doesn't even have to be someone that looks I've learned it doesn't have to be someone that looks like you. It just has to be someone who's listening to you. Because
Mhm.
I had that idea of my son was going through a very hard time. He actually was featured in Highlights magazine for Mental
Yeah.
Health Awareness Month. And so I'm not telling his secrets or anything, but I was like, "No, like, you need a Black therapist. It needs to be a male. It needs to be this." But he had a white male therapist, and he was very, 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 very kind. He, actually asked us, like he was like, "You know, I see he has this, this, and this, and I think he would get help for medication." And I was like, "Well, no one else has told us that." And he was like, "Yeah, because people don't like to suggest that, but I think it could be helpful. And you said he had this, this, this." So I think, like, just connecting with someone and making sure that if they don't work, you can move on. Don't sit there and try to make it work. But anyways,
Right.
all that to say, Mental Health Awareness Month. I didn't expect us to go down there, but I'm glad we did because I feel like sometimes Black people don't have those real moments talking about lights
Mental health.
getting turned on and personal things that therapy has helped them with.
Exactly. And especially Black Christian folks.
Yeah,
We think Jesus is gonna do everything. Well, he did. He sent you all kinds of help. How about you take advantage of it?
yeah.
Okay. Important. Very important.
So wait, are you a therapist?
Girl, I played one on the weekend. No, I'm not a therapist. Not at all.
Are you
I'm not.
really?
No, I'm
I
not.
really thought you were. I was like, "Wait, isn't she Charlene a therapist, though?"
I come off as one? That's hilarious.
No, you're very wise, though.
That's the 56 years, Pumpkin. 56 years. Dang,
She
biblical
sounds like
counseling.
this calming spirit.
Tell you, it's the Holy Spirit because Charlene sometimes is off the chain. I'm just gonna tell y'all seriously. I'm not trying to be Samantha super Christian, but back in the day,
Yeah, that's what my
catch me
mom used to
wrong.
say. You know,
That's nothing.
you guys know
Hey,
me now that I'm saved.
woo, because BC, before Christ,
And I would
like,
tell my kids, "She's really not that saved." And she'd be like, "Yes, I am. Yes, I am. You guys don't wanna know." I'd be like, "Okay."
and you don't have to be perfect. I mean, that's the thing
Yeah,
about my faith walk is knowing who I am, knowing who I am in God, and accepting that Jesus died for me so that I could have a relationship with Him, and then having the Holy Spirit. It's a whole package thing.
yeah,
So working through who I am and what I am and what I'm doing is fun. It can be challenging, but it's fun because I get to know this
yeah,
wonderful person that God created and what I can give to the world to show how wonderful he is. So it's not about me. It's all about making sure that people can see how they can live their lives too.
yeah.
That's how I
Because we say that like, you need to know the truth about yourself, like it's in a bad way, but it's like if God created me this way and that's my truth and I'm walking in it, then I don't have the beautiful fun part is I don't have to be like, okay, I
yeah,
can't do this, I can't do that, I can't look up, I can't, you could be free.
baby, freedom is a thing. Woo,
Yeah.
let me tell you. Because there are days, God knows that he sees me in the car when I'm driving sometimes and I'm not cussing somebody out,
Yeah.
but they will get a look.
Well, I've been
Mm,
praying deliverance because I know lately my temperament, and then I had to catch myself like, oh my God, girl, stop it. God
get a grip on yourself.
I'm just telling the truth. Like, I'll be like, "Oh my god, did my head just spin around?" Like,
I had those moments too with my daughter. I'm like, baby, mama just deal mama is a little frustrated right now. Okay. It's not you. It's me.
no, sometimes it is them. Because you had sent me a meme that was like, and you know what? I was laughing with that lady. I had to watch it twice where the mom is like, she gets up and she's like, "How do you choose violence as soon as you wake up?"
Right. Out the gate. They laugh. Like, what did you have a night? Did you sleep
Like,
on the
who peed in your Cheerios? that, and I used to, like, laugh, but now I understand why. Because it's like, "What's wrong with you? What happened to you last night? This morning? Last night, this morning? What happened
It's the
in that?"
hormones. For the girls, it's the hormones.
The boys too. That's what they don't tell you.
Exactly. That's what I told my daughter, and she was like, "What?" Like, "Yeah, boys have hormone issues
Yeah.
too." I don't believe it. I said, "Well, okay. You live
When they
long
come
enough,
up
you'll
and just
see."
punch you and act a fool,
That's
probably
hormones.
hormones. Yeah.
That's hormones, yeah. They manifest in different ways.
Yes, it's true. It's true, Charlene, the therapist. Like, put your therapist hat on. Well, hey, you know what? I used to think, like, when kids get older, and I'm saying kids, but like my kids are older. But my daughter, my youngest daughter, they kept telling me, oh, once she gets her period, it'll get better. Her hormones will even out.
That's not every child. That's not every girl.
Yeah, but I realize now it's not the hormones. It was just her.
Well, then there's that too.
Like, it's just her, which is fine. But I just remember being like, okay, once we get over this, blah, 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 she'll be fine. And then it was like, oh, she's
He's still like this.
mhm. Till this day, she's 25.
She is who she is.
Yes. Yeah, and we love them.
Right. Right. But it's like you said, it's navigating what part of this is your personality and what part of this is really the
Yeah,
hormones.
yeah.
So yeah,
And I
it
think you gotta deal with it the same, but
but it's knowing that it could
yeah,
change. It could change. The hormones change and they even out and then they'll be like, okay, all right. It's a very interesting time for us. But let me tell you what's most funny is when they're
uh-oh.
going through their little hormonal thing and you going through your little hormonal thing too. So you
Oh,
sitting in
that's
the
fun.
dressing room and they getting the little training bra and you having a hot flash.
Oh,
Yes,
no.
it's hilarious.
What do you do?
You pull out your fan and just let them go on and try on the bra. You pull your fan on and you
Yeah.
keep it moving. When we were there, you saw me pull my fan out a couple of times.
I had to pull paper out a couple.
Get the fan. Get yourself a little fan and you be good. I'm just saying. And we just work through it. We
Yeah,
just work through it. It's a momentary thing and it's uncomfortable. And see, my thing is at this point in my life, I don't care what other people are thinking.
yeah,
I don't care that they, oh, she pulled a fan out. I sure did. Do you need one? I've got an extra. What? Why are you judging me? So I think that comes from knowing who I am and it circles back to being
yeah,
comfortable with who I am in my skin. So what other people are thinking, they're gonna think. I have no control over that. I can't control what people are gonna think.
yeah, definitely.
So I all I can control is how I'm behaving and what I'm doing. That's what I can control. So that's what I spend my time focusing on. What I can control. That'll give you some freedom right there too.
Yeah, yeah, not trying to control all the things.
Because you can. You
Yeah,
weren't built for that.
yeah.
That's why people are breaking down. That's why we have people with illnesses because they're trying to hold on to too much. Let it go.
Ooh, talk about that some more.
Let it go. Things that you can't control.
Yeah,
You can't control other people. You can't always control your emotions, and you can control how you respond. So your
right.
emotions are there
But
to
you can still be
indicate
angry, hurt, all of those things.
you can feel that, but it's how you act with that
Yeah,
emotion that's most important. So that's what I tell my daughter. I was like, you have a perfect right to be upset. Those are your feelings. But how are you going to respond to them? Now, it's different when you're trying to explain this to a 10-year-old whose little brain up here ain't all the way formed,
yeah,
as isn't formed. Some adults, I think, had their little brain. They missed that class or something. Part of it formed. But anyway, so when I talked to my daughter like that, I said, listen, you're
yeah,
entitled to your emotions, but it's how you act in that time period that really sets how you're going to respond to things around you, how you want to be. So think about how you want to be and how you want to show up as a
yeah,
person and then respond.
yeah. And I've been trying to do that myself a lot lately. Like, how do I want to show up in my family? Like, my kids are adults, but I still have a responsibility to show up because they're still learning how to respond to certain things from what me and their dad are how we're acting. So it's like I can either have a meltdown, and even with the hormones, it's like I can either have the meltdown or, really choose to walk in maturity. So lately I've been like doing a lot of walks, trying to do my meditation stuff. And I'm saying adult children because think about being in the workplace and you can't say things, but we take like certain privilege when it's our family. But I don't think that's the way it should be. So it's just like I'm just trying to purpose not to act and show up a certain way with them.
Because you're teaching them how to be functioning adults. Is that
Yeah.
that's what you're trying to give them? You're trying to give them a blueprint as to how to show up in certain situations. Well, what about some of the conversations you've had with your adult children
Oh gosh.
around being adults and how they show up?
Wait, is it conversations if both of you are yelling and no one's listening?
Hmm. No.
um, but it ebbs and flows because some days and mines are different. They're kind of together, but not. So I have a 23, 22-year old, 25,
And I forgot.
26, and 30.
There was birds
I
there.
know everyone's age and birthdays. I don't know what the problem is right now, but yeah. I don't know. My brain isn't getting that, but yeah, different days it's like better, but some days it's just like everything they think about me comes out, everything I think about them comes out. Well, is it probably not everything because both of us probably won't be able to handle it, but it's just like, come on, y'all, we need to do better. I've said that to myself because it's just like, man, I guess because I'm a cancer, I don't know, maybe I'll ask you this question. As a cancer, I feel like because I'm such a touchy feely crybaby person, like I'll like stuff a lot of things, be like, "Oh no, it's okay. It's really fine." But then it's not their fault that it really wasn't fine and I didn't communicate that and it just comes out in this
Oh,
not okay way.
right. So address it when you can and don't stuff it. I mean, that's the Charlene
Yeah,
therapist hat.
I can't stuff it and I'm trying not to operate that way.
Right. If you're not stuffing it well, don't stuff it because it's no benefit to you or to them.
Yeah.
And it exacerbates an issue that they need to hear about. And if you take the time to say, okay, listen, this is what I'm dealing with right now. And I want to talk to you about it, but maybe right now is not the best
It's
time
not a good time, yeah.
because I'm emotionally heightened. And all of us being emotionally heightened is not going to benefit anybody. But you know what I've also learned, and I've learned this by reading things to like I have these devotionals on parenting.
Okay.
And even as a parent of an adult child, you still set the tone and the
It has to.
atmosphere
Yeah.
for that household. So they can pick up on your energy. If you're wilding out, they might, well, I'll wild out too.
Yeah.
But if you make it in I know it's challenging. I know it's challenging because sometimes they do things and you want to just put them in a closet and lock the door and just feed them like 3 times a day. And that's it. That's it. Until you get yourself together. Yeah. But of course, we don't do those things. We wouldn't do
Course
them.
not.
Only in our head. But, you wanna purposely and then
Yeah.
intentionally set the tone. This is how I want our household to be. I want it to be peaceful, and it's so interesting. I've seen it happen because my daughter was not a morning person, and she got that on because
But now you love mornings,
no,
probably.
I can't no, no, that's not the case. Not the case at all. But we know we have things we need to do,
Yeah.
and if we get up in the morning at a certain time to get these things done, we're good. The
Right.
whole energy has shifted in my household where it used to be an act of Congress for me to
Yeah.
get her out the bed and get her ready for school and just pull up there on 2 wheels and have her bolt out and get there in enough time. This year,
Go
she
rock and roll. You will
right,
make it
the principal looking at me like, "Oh, are we filming another Fast and Furious
on time. Right.
in the drop-off circle?" Anyway, but this year, it's been totally different, and it might be because she has some more responsibility. She's a safety patrol now,
Nice.
but having that, she still doesn't like mornings, but she knows that responsibility is
Right.
there for her. So when she gets to school, she has her job to do.
Her little
So she
job
wants
to
to
do,
get
yeah.
there in time on time. So I honestly, I was praying about it. I was like, Lord, both neither one of us are more. And then I
Right.
read that devotional that says you set the atmosphere. So I started setting the atmosphere, and then this year shifted where she got responsibility, and it's like a different person.
Yeah.
Now she's like, Mommy, we need to go.
Right.
So setting the atmosphere, just setting it, being intentional, like just getting in your mind that you want to make sure that your child has the best foundation they can build on. Not
Yeah,
perfect. Not we're not perfect. Otherwise we'd be
at
sitting
all.
up there
Right.
next to Jesus, being like, hey, but we're
Hey.
not. Hey, Jesus, hey. But we're not. So we have to allow ourselves to be human
Yeah.
too and just grow through that. So you have the opportunity when you're talking to them, and they're grown folks things and, they acting real grown, you have the opportunity to set the tone for it.
Yeah. I think one of the things that I've started doing, which is so funny that you said that, because one day when I thought my head was going to start spinning around, I like had prayed Psalm 90 and I was like, you know what? Prayed Psalm 91 as well. Turned up, there's like this soak stream media on YouTube where they have scripture and over song.
Oh yeah.
And I blasted it, but it's like hearing that the scripture, I wasn't gonna be mad because the Holy Spirit was like, it was just like, so everything had like calmed down, and it's like instead of me like stomping around trying to make my point, it was just like, okay,
Mhm.
called someone to pray with me, and she wasn't even available, but it was just like, I was like, just pray for me. Just pray that, I respond properly, blah, blah, blah. I passed this test. And I think that was like a transition for me.
Yes. And giving yourself the time. I'm so proud of you. You did a good job. See, look at that. We gotta clap ourselves up when we don't take it to the next degree.
Yeah. Yeah, because I got tired. I was like, you know what? I'm about to be 50. I don't want to keep fighting the same battle of is contention in the house. Then it's up and down. I was like, no, I don't want to do that anymore. So I really need to be purposeful. And especially if it's a transition season for them, I don't want it to be like a bad transition season. Like if I was going through all these things and my parent could have helped me and encouraged me and then showed me how to pray through it, but they decided that they were gonna keep telling me bad stuff and make I didn't have that experience, so I also did not wanna give that to them.
Right, right. So and it's interesting, you know what to do. You know how to give them the foundation and give them the opportunity to start from a nice slate of, okay, I'm having these big emotions. They're not positive, but I know how to deal with them or let me
Yeah.
so giving them the tools that they need to be effective functioning adults. That's all that's the best we can do. We can
Yeah.
plant the seed, make sure they have access to the tools, and even for the people who didn't have great examples, if you know better now, you can
Yeah,
choose
do
to do
better.
better. You
Yeah.
can choose to because it doesn't matter if your parents weren't the greatest even. If you have that situation and you know that they weren't the greatest and you know that you want to do better, don't keep going back and saying, "Well, my
Yeah.
parents." Well, you know
Yeah.
better then.
Yeah.
So make the decision to do better.
Yeah. And I think when we're getting older, it's a choice because you could go back to those bad patterns or worldly patterns because the world tells us like, well, if someone does this, you punch them in the face or whatever it is. I mean, they don't, but really that's what we're seeing, like bad,
Retaliation, bad examples.
yeah, of what to do when your husband cheat, when someone talks about you. So it's like, it's a knee jerk thing. So no, if we trying to do a different pattern, we just got to like decide to show up different.
Right.
And that it is hard. I'm not gonna say it's easy because a lot of times your flesh will be like, "No, you have to say it. Say it." And it's just like, "Girl, that's not you've been there, done that. You did it before. It didn't work. Stop it." So I had to like just talk myself through that in out loud and in my head because I don't want my kids to get older and they're just like, "Well, I really don't want to be around my mom. She's very contentious." So that was something I had to decide because I do love them and think they're great, but it's just like,
Those mo
yeah, growing pains.
right. And it's those moments when they've done something but booty crazy,
Right.
and you're, like, questioning your decisions in life. Why? Why? How did I just get the plant and just keep the plant alive? What? You know? When you
Why
and then
doesn't get a dog?
right, right, right,
I'm thinking,
right.
let me stop.
Always with a wet nose and just loving me. You know, when we get and you gonna have those points. Don't even try to be cool.
Yeah.
I always have my yeah, okay, okay.
Mm-mm.
Tell that to yourself. That's when
Mm-mm.
you work through that with your therapist,
Right.
that lion spirit on you.
It's true though.
Right? So I'm not gonna,
Yeah.
why? Why do that? These are real feelings. It's learning how to deal with those things so that we're not damaging our kids. And
Yeah.
granted, sometimes I think about it, my child's therapist is gonna be able to work through all these things. Huh. I want to be able, if she's talking to
Yeah.
somebody, I don't want to give her like, yeah, when my mom, she did this and she told me this and she said that I was this and all the things. Yeah, that I don't want her to have to work through those things.
And the people who should think like that are not, Charlene. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Because there's people out there who are just doing a lot of things and you're like, your mom said that to you?
Right,
Oh,
right.
wow. Like you just feel so bad. So,
It breaks your heart. I mean,
yeah.
I think I've turned into somebody's grandmother already because in public, girl,
Now you're auntie.
I'm
That's
auntie.
that's my new thing. I'm like, I'm the auntie because I used to make fun of people like being like, wait, why? You got a bag full of stuff. You always got the right thing to say. Making fun in a like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome. But
Right.
now that's me. And that's fine.
Right.
That's
And I
fine.
think well,
The world needs it.
it does. The world needs more aunties, more people who are gonna take care of the people around them. I think
Yeah.
I might have been born an auntie because I always had a bag full of stuff. I always had my little rain jacket with me, and I was so funny. I used to carry to school some Lysol because I promise you I did not want to get sick. I would spray
That
my
is
little desk
next
area.
level.
I would spray my little desk area, and the teachers would have to call my mom and say, "Can you get the bottle of Lysol out of Charlene's backpack? 'Cause she keeps coming to school and spraying the area." And my mother was like,
I mean, y'all be dirty at the school.
"Baby, this was back in the '70s and '80s, okay? Back in the day, I used to do this. I would
Wow.
always
You
have
were
my little
wise beyond your years.
beyond my year. I told you, have wisdom from day one. It might have been because I had older parents. My parents were older. So maybe I just was soaking up their knowledge early on. It was like it worked for them. They old and they still around. So maybe I should institute some of that knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't a stupid kid. It had to work
Aw,
for 'em.
so cute though, because it's like really your parenting style comes from your parents, like whether good or bad, all and it doesn't even play out the way we would think it would. So it's
Right.
that's why I'm laughing because that's like so cute that you're like, no, I just knew that I wanted to survive, survive the germs of school.
These people are dirty. These kids are dirty. I see what they
Right. Can you imagine? I don't think we would make it in school if we had to go back now, like thinking about we even used to do bobbing for apples. Remember
Ooh,
that?
yes, yes. Yeah, yeah. And the ball pits? Ew. Mm-mm.
That we found out had mice or rats in them. Remember Chuck E. Cheese? That's why they had to close them down.
Girl. The things that we were kept and just imagine, we didn't have pandemics back then.
Right,
What happened so that we could because it was nasty. It was
right.
nasty back then, you
Stuff
know?
did not get cleaned down.
Did not get wiped down with any antibacterial, antiseptic, anything. There's some different strains of stuff. Look at us
Yes.
solving the world's problems and Lysol, spray your desk.
Well, I know you have to jump off, and this is our first little collab. What is a takeaway that you want to give? We kind of were
Motherhood.
all over the place, so pick whatever takeaway you want.
I know we were all over the place, but I think that there's a through line through our different hoods of motherhood.
Yes.
Your hood of mothering some adult and older children, and my hood of of mothering this 10-year-old who's going on 36. So I think the through line is that we're doing the best that we can.
Yeah.
We're doing the best that we can. We can. We love our kids, and we want to make sure that we're giving them tools that'll help them be good
Yeah.
adults. Just be a good human.
Be a good human.
Be
You
a
don't have
good
to be
human.
rich. You don't have
Nope.
to be drop dead, whatever. Just be nice, be kind, be loving, and help the world.
Help the world as much as you can.
Yeah.
And I will say that, we apparently have done good jobs with our kids because they're not on the news. Well, I won't say that. That's I'm not
No,
judging anybody. But we
but
got
yes. Yeah.
we should celebrate the wonderful things that we have done for our children. We're not perfect, but we are still able to make sure that our kids are getting what they need.
Yes, definitely. They're not infamous. That's a good way to say it. They're not infamous.
Infamous in a negative way. They're not. Yeah.
Charlie, we
Hallelujah.
gotta do this again and do our in person is next.
Yes, yes, I'm looking forward to that. And it'll have to be a longer session, we'll
Yeah, that's why 30 minutes. I don't even know what we were thinking.
eh, yeah.
Doesn't
I,
matter.
right.
Look,
We wanted to get it done.
and
Thank you.
we're gonna have like matching shirts, hopefully.
Yeah, this is
Our
how
Wonder
the
Woman.
kids do it. They do their little heart like that.
I still don't
That
know how to.
that's hard, isn't it? But I got a 10-year-old, so I've learned.
It makes no sense.
Right. It's like yeah, yeah.
Mm, all right. I'm so glad we got to talk.
Me too. Me too. You are delightful. You are so
Oh,
delightful.
you are delightful.
And us together are double delightful. Oh my